How you doing, Blue Sox fans? Jack Angelucci, and I'm joined today by Dewey Roden, a third-year player for the Blue Sox. Dewey, thanks for taking the time today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's an honor.
So, Dewey, as I mentioned, coming back for a third year with the Blue Sox. Not many guys do that in summer ball. Just talk about that decision to stay at home with Utica for a third year.
Well, the last two summers went really well for me. Especially my first year there, it went nice because I was able to start pitching also. So in this year, I was able to be a dual player kind of. And then after getting Tommy John surgery, it was kind of tough to market myself to some other places. And I figured, you know what's better spot than going back to Utica, place where I'm comfortable and place that I really enjoy playing at to come back from all my rehab and from surgery.
And yeah, you mentioned it, being able to, get on the mound and also play in the field and hit too. Just talk about the appeal of that in summer ball and the way that Coach Doug Gillette's been able to let you do that kind of with Utica.
Well, Doug was definitely awesome with me and George. I mean, they were pretty straight up with me, and they told me, hey, like let's work together on this and let's see what works best for you. During the season, spring ball, we play 4-game series, so I would start on the mound one of the games and then play first base the other 3. But they worked with me really well on knowing when I throw and then when I can go back out in the field after that. So they were awesome with me, with working with me on that, and that was a huge part of why I wanted to go back.
Just talk about, being a local kid, went to VBS high school, and now playing for the Blue Sox, that kind of local flair you bring and the connection with the fans. Obviously, you have plenty of supporters that come to every game for you, and especially for you being a local guy. Just talk about how nice it is to have your parents there for every game, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it's definitely awesome. It's about a 25-minute shot from home, so it's perfect because my family can come to the games, and then obviously I have buddies who live local and stuff and go to Utica College, so some of them stay around the area during the summer. So it's nice to be able to continually connect with the people of Utica. I know like Ryan Enos, he's been there a couple of years, so we have a lot of people, familiar faces we remember, and it's awesome being able to play there with the the amount of fans that we have coming in.
So, you've been a part of some successful Blue Sox teams, obviously last year, and then again, so 2 divisional championships for you in your time with the Blue Sox. Just kind of talk about the way that those 2 years kind of played out and the different guys you meet, because as I mentioned, not a lot of guys stick around for multiple years. The connections you've made and kind of the difference between those 2 years with those teams, obviously both successful.
Yeah, no, the first year there was a lot of local guys. I mean, there was like Avery Cook, Matt Parkinson, Macaulay, Enos, all those guys. So it was awesome because I never really knew them when I was in high school, but like I played against them, so I knew of them. So it was nice to be able to really create connections with them. And I mean, they're awesome players. So I mean, we had a lot of success that year. And then last year there was a couple guys like Zach Brush and Sam DeGeorge. They're here at Lemoyne. But I mean, the biggest thing in Utica is, I mean, it's you have your fun, but it's also business. I mean, you're there early, getting your reps in the batting cages on the field and stuff, like a couple hours before the game, and then it's showtime around. So I mean, it's nice to be able to have fun when the lights turn on and stuff, but there's a lot of business too beforehand that goes on.
Luckily, in Utica, you guys have that great facility in the mall, the Blue Sox Academy. Talk about having that at your disposal during the summertime when maybe the weather isn't too great outside. Not many summer teams have a facility like that to call their own, kind of.
Yeah, definitely. When they added the first original place, I mean, that even helped us. But then I went back this winter and saw it for the first time in the new facility. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it's huge in there. That's definitely gonna be a big role this summer. I mean, when there's a rain out or something like that, you can go in and get your work in, which is nice. I mean, a couple times what happened was our games got pushed back. So we couldn't hit in the cages outside. And one of the times we went to the mall just to stay ready and stuff like that. So that'll be awesome for us moving forward. And it's beautiful what they're doing with the program and stuff.
Just talk about kind of the friendships you've made through the Blue Sox organization, meeting up tons of different guys, and just talk about, staying in touch with them and how it's so nice to, have guys around the country now that you've played with and are now friends with.
Yeah, no, it's definitely crazy. I mean, summer ball, you're only with them for 1 year, like just one summer, one small period of time. Whereas during your spring season in school, I mean, there's some guys you're with 4 years. There's some guys, I mean, you're only with them for 1 year too. But summer ball has been it's been awesome, especially the Blue Sox, because we have group chats together and we shoot stuff back and forth to each other, and we stay in touch. And then it's also cool because, I mean, there's so many guys from all over the place, like you said. When you go and play, it's like, wow, it's a small world. You meet up with these guys, and you'll play against them in your spring seasons, or when you play down the line in summer ball, like you meet up with them again. So it's definitely cool, the friendships you make, and the long-term stuff that comes out of just 2 months in one place for summer.
So, taking a quick turn towards your season with Lemoyne, not the best start, you said to me before we got on here, with your guys' season. 2-6, still very early, obviously, playing the NE10 conference. Just kind of talk about the season outlook for you guys and your next steps to try and, get things on track here quickly and move into that conference play soon.
Well, yeah, it's definitely early. I mean, the nice thing with this year is you're playing a full season. The past couple of years, kind of got last year we were just conference, so you didn't have those games beforehand. But I mean, like I said, it's early in the season. Our bullpen has looked really good lately. That's been one of our key things that's been helping us out. Our numbers look good. It's not lining up in the win column for us yet. But the good thing is it's a long season. Conference play hasn't started yet, so this is all learning stages before the conference tournament starts. But other than that, I mean, just continuing to grind out and get things, the pieces together.
And then turning back towards Utica, coming into this summer, just talk about, obviously, it looks like on paper a special team kind of lining up here for you guys with the Blue Sox. Just talk about how special it would be to, if you can pull it off, have 3 divisional crowns in your 3 years with Utica.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome. Obviously, that's the goal. I mean, the number one goal for summer ball is to get better and stuff, but obviously you don't go out on the field and you want to win. That's the thing. So, I mean, that is the main goal. I mean, that kind of goes over that, getting better in the summer, because obviously you go out there and you want to perform to the best of your abilities. So, I mean, that would be awesome, going back and winning another division chip and hopefully extending our postseason run. And we've been right on the brink 2 years in a row, and the cards haven't fallen our way. So hopefully we can push the envelope and make it a couple rounds.
Yeah, and last question before I let you go here. Just talking about, you mentioned how Ryan Enos coming back for a 3rd year as well. Just kind of talk about what the fans can expect from you guys on the field, both 3rd-year guys, both local guys, kind of the heartbeat of this team, being local guys and being here for so long. What can fans expect from you two as well as the whole team this year when they come to Renane Field?
I mean, Ryan, every game he goes out there, he gives it all he's got. He's an awesome player, plays a very good third base and hits the ball very well. So it's going to be nice to go out there and just play in front of the crowd again and play in that atmosphere.
All right, Dewey, appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jackie Angelucci signing off, Blue Sox fans, and we'll see you next time.